Good morning, everyone. Today, we're discussing how current research and theories on child and adolescent development contribute to teaching and learning across different areas. To start, let's talk about theories and hypotheses. What do you guys think is the significance of these theories in education?
Well, theories explain how children learn and develop. For example, Piaget's cognitive development theory shows us that children learn in stages. This helps us design lessons that are appropriate for their developmental level. But I'm curious, how do we test if these theories are actually effective in real classrooms?
Great question. We test them through hypotheses and research studies. Researchers observe students who conduct experiments to see if the theory holds true. For instance, Vygotsky's social development theory emphasized the importance of social interaction in learning. Researchers may test this by comparing students who work in groups with those who work alone. But there's a hot question. Can you think of any modern challenge that might affect how we apply Vygotsky's ideas today?
That's an interesting question. One challenge could be the rise of online learning. Vygotsky's theory stresses social interaction, but in virtual classrooms, students often learn in isolation. So I think educators need to find ways to incorporate collaboration through online tools like breakout rooms and discussion. To maintain that social aspects, but then again, how do you integrate theory and practice in real-life teaching?
That's where pedagogy comes in. We don't just use theories to guide us. We apply them in practical ways. For example, using Gardner's multiple intelligence theory. Teachers can design these lessons that cater to students' different strengths, like using art for visual learning and group projects for interpersonal learning. But I wonder, do all these theories work for every child? Or do we need to adapt based on the individual?
Great question. I think it's a mix of both. Theories give us a foundation, but no two children are exactly the same. Research like Bronfenbrenner's ecological system theory shows that children's development is influenced by various environment factors: family, school, community. So we need to adjust our teaching strategies based on the children's context. But how does current research help us bridge the gap between theory and practical application?
Current research gives us data to define these theories. For instance, more recent studies in neuroscience show how the brain changes during adolescence, which help us understand why teenagers may struggle in impulse control. This reinforces earlier theories like Bayesian's formal operational stages, but adds more depth by explaining the brain's biological development. Do you think modern technology has a role in enhancing these educational theories?
Definitely, technology has revolutionized how we implement these theories in classrooms. For example, cognitive load theory suggests that students learn better when their working memory isn't overwhelmed. Educational software now incorporates this by breaking down information into smaller, manageable chunks. But here's a hot question. What do you think could be the downside of relying too heavily on technology to apply these theories?
That's a critical point. While technology can make learning more accessible, it might also limit face-to-face interaction, which is vital in theories like Vygotsky. Other realities tech could also reduce hands-on experiential learning, which is essential for kinesthetic learning.
So I think it's important for educators to find a balance. To wrap things up, how can we as future teachers ensure that the theories we learn are relevant to the students we'll be teaching in a few years?
I think staying updated with current research is key. Educational theories are static, they evolve as new findings emerge. We need to stay open to updating our teaching methods based on ongoing studies about how children and adolescents develop. By combining theory with research and real-world application, we can become more effective education.